Hi crafting fam, and welcome back to Victori's Creations. Vicki here, and today's craft is going to be a Valentine wreath. I thought Valentine's is literally knocking at our door. It's almost here. Why not make something Valentine's-y? So if you're ready to jump in and create a wreath, meet me at my crafting table and we'll get started. Okay guys, before we get started making our wreath, we are going to need a few things. Some of these you can get from Dollar Tree. Actually, almost everything you can get from Dollar Tree. Okay, so you can get these from Dollar Tree. I got mine from Hobby Lobby. I had just bought it a couple of years ago because I was going to make a floral wreath, which never actually got done, which is okay. I got use for it. So you're going to need one of these, and you can pick these up at Dollar Tree as well. You're going to need your Deco Mesh, and these I did get from Dollar Tree. Oh, I've got that upside down, don't I? I've got a red one that's got silver and also gold, and then I've got a white one with red in it. Hot glue gun. Pair of scissors to trim any of these strays on your Deco Mesh. Pipe cleaners, and I cut mine up into into threes. They're 4 inches long. I did use some E6000 and painter's tape, which are actually not necessary for this project. So if you don't have them, that's okay. E6000 would probably work in the long run, but you need it mixed with your hot glue gun in order for it to really work. So if you're as excited as I am and you are ready to create this beautiful wreath, join me now. To create the Valentine wreath, I'm going to do the poof or the bubble method. So to get started, I'm going to take and put each color on each side of me so as they don't get too tangled up, because as you can see, it catches very easily. And I will probably be undoing that multiple times. Now, I'm going to scrunch each one up, and I'm going to put it next to each other instead of over top of each other. Having them side by side helps them to not get tangled as badly. And it also helps when you go to poof them out or fluff them out. It keeps them from getting, or it makes it easier to fluff them out so they don't get tangled with each other. Right. Have them attached with my pipe cleaner. Next, I'm going to pick one of the crossbars to attach this so it doesn't slide. And I'm going to attach it in the center. So I'm going to put my zip ties there, flip it, and attach. Flip it back over. Now I want to measure out 8 inches. So now I'll measure from the 16 mark to the 24 mark. So from 16 to 24. I'm going to pinch, attach a pipe cleaner, and then you're going to attach this on that center row. if you have any kind of markings on your wire, I have a little piece here that's, I'm not even sure what it is, but it's like a little piece that just, the pipe cleaner got hung on it, so I had to loosen it up. All right, let's go with another 8. You want to try to get them as tight as you can. It'll take about 6 poofs to fill this each little section up. So it's 1 poof. There's 2 poofs. After each section, we're going to fluff these out. So that was 3. Here. Try to keep your pipe cleaners even on both sides when you connect them, so that you have something from underneath to twist on. I cut my pipe cleaners in thirds, so that makes them 4 inches a piece. 2, 4. Speaking of 4, and Deco Mesh is one of those things that you have to have patience, because it does get tangled up in your clothes, in each other. I also try to keep where I pinched it as centered as I can. That's 5. 1 more for this section. Now that we have 6, you're going to take them apart, and you're going to make sure they're open so you get that little puff piece going. Make sure that you rotate the colors. You don't necessarily have to, but it does give it that it just looks a little bit better. if you were doing 3 colors, you could actually do where you rotate 2 of the colors and leave 1 color in the center. That would be really cute. You could do the same thing with the 2 colors. Have them 1 color on one side, 1 color on the other side. I think it looks cute when you rotate the colors. And there is one section. You're going to repeat that same process all the way around. If you feel like it's not fluffing very well, you can turn it inside out, and that might help. And just repeat the process all the way around to the end. Okay, so you guys know I love to find the easiest way to do something and it still looks good and it still works out. Because I was having so much trouble, I don't know if you noticed when I was working in the first section, because I was having a few issues with the Deco Mesh attaching itself to each other. With one being on one side, one being on the other side, it just wasn't working out the way I had envisioned it. So I put, and I know you can't see it, but you can't see the buckets, but you can see the Deco Mesh going this way. I have the white Deco Mesh, which is actually not hard to work with, in one bucket over on this side, and then, or over on this side, and then I have on this side closest to me the red Deco Mesh, which is giving me the most trouble. And what I was going to just keep doing how I was doing. I already put one on here, and I thought, you know, I attached this and I thought, you know, why don't I just go ahead, I counted out how many pipe cleaners I have, go ahead and attach the pipe cleaners, and then I'm not having to continuously do this each time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach pipe cleaners, and I'm going to do so many, like enough to fill up this section here. I already have 1, 2, so I need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to just attach just to the Deco Mesh. Let's see if that will make life easier when creating this, because you know I'm all about what's the easiest way to do it. Because Daddy always told me you work smarter, not harder. So let's see if this works. So it's 1, that's 2. I've got my other 4 here. And we're going to measure from the from the 12 to the 20. And that makes it a little easier too. Because then I'm not constantly having to move this whole thing. Let's see how this works. I'm just going to twist the pipe cleaners twice. I'm going to try and keep them open. Let's see if we can get, and you want to try to do it as tight as possible. And I'm trying to keep the white on top of the red, because the white is so much easier to work with. Pull it tight, and then twist. And one more. While the white is just flowing out of the bucket so easily, the red is like, yep, nope, not gonna do it. You're gonna have to work for it. But that's okay. All right, there's 6. Now, let's attach these to the back of this, or to our wreath form. Of course, if I didn't have my nails, this would be a little bit easier, but it is what it is. And I turn this like this. See if that does any better. If y'all hear me humming, I'm sorry. When I'm in the middle of doing something, sometimes I hum. Last one. I don't know about you guys, but that was actually easier, in my opinion. Comment below and tell me what you think. Do you think that was a better way of doing it? Do you know of a better way of doing it? That's actually kind of cute too, just like that, but you know, let's separate them, poof them out. Don't forget to rotate what color goes on what side. Get out here. I feel like that was such an easy way to do it. But hey, you guys, if you are a pro with Deco Mesh, please share your wisdom. Comment below. Let me know what is the better way, I guess I should say, best way to do this little puff bubble method. Is there a better way? I will say, one thing I have heard about Deco Mesh from everyone that I've watched use it is how it frays, and I am definitely seeing that. It definitely catches and frays on stuff. But it's definitely cute, right? Okay, so since that worked out so beautifully, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and go ahead. I have all of, see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections left. I have 36 cut pipe cleaners here. So I'm going to go ahead. I know when I run out of my pipe cleaners, that is all that I can do, because that will be the filling up of the wreath. So once I have these filled, then we can attach them, and that'll make it so much easier. My wreath is now completely fluffed out, and I am in love. I think it's so cute. I really, really do. So now the next part is going to be attaching the center piece, and what my plan is, and we all know how that works sometimes, is I'm going to glue and tape to these 3 points, and then use that to attach to there, like go through the mesh where you can't see it and attach it to the screen below. I am, however, before I start, I want to give you a little piece of advice on the Deco Mesh. When you get the Deco Mesh, if you can look at the top, and I know sometimes it's kind of hard to see it through the wrap that they have it in, but if the mesh, okay, so here, this one, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but see how it's all like this? This Deco Mesh will give you an issue coming apart. It's still usable, but it's going to get hung up. The second and third thing of Deco Mesh, there we go, that I used actually gave me no issues. The end was not overlaying, it wasn't frayed or anything like that, and it was perfect. I thought, okay, that's what I have to look for now. So, lesson learned. I know what to look for. Part the wisdom on to you guys, if you didn't already know. So now, let's get our centerpiece onto our, or ready to be put on our wreath. Alright guys, so I want to fold it, but where it's not, ooh, that shakes, just like that, on all of them. The points in. Once the E6000 dries, it'll hold it in place without issues. But until then, and I live in North Florida, February is not a hot month per se. So I'm not worried about the glue coming undone, or well, with E6000 I'm not worried about the glue coming undone at all. But the tape will help hold it in place until it does dry. I'm clumsy today, apparently. Probably need to have it slightly turned this way. Right. Don't forget, when working with this glue, you want to be in a well ventilated area, because this stuff does not smell good. Sometimes when you pull the tube like that, you can get it to not leak out or seep out or anything like that. There, add one more. Just pull the, it helps. Do you want to, I don't quite need that much tape, I don't believe. Now I'm going to let it set for just a few minutes and then we'll attach it. Okay, so remember we talked with the other video about sometimes what we plan does not work exactly how we want it. Well, the E6000 was not drying very quickly. It was not setting very quickly. And the painter's tape, yeah, that was, I don't know what I was thinking because it was not staying. But that's okay. When all else fails, you break out your hot glue gun and that gets the job done. So let's go ahead and get this attached to our wreath. No. Kind of fold them in a little bit. All right. There I go with that humming again. And I'm going to attach it on the bars. And lay those down. And let's see. We're going to do the same thing with this one. Separate my puffs a little bit. There we go. Pull it through. And actually, because we're on a bar here, I can pull both of those through there and attach it this way. And then there we go. And now for the last one. I can do that one the same way because I have a bar right here. Pull that through, just like that. Twist. I'm just twisting that around there. And there we go. That actually works out really well. How stinking cute. Once you have your sign on, if you need to fluff anything out, now's the time to do it. The end doesn't really need any fluffing. Well, I won't say any fluffing. It doesn't need much fluffing. The bottom part, I mean, not the, well, I guess it is kind of the end, but there we go. All right, that is stinking cute, Dylan. Well, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that tutorial on how to create this beautiful Valentine's Day wreath. Please forgive the lighting in my room. My lights actually went out and quit working on me, so I've got a little backup light that's actually a lamp. So please excuse the lighting. I know it's not the greatest right now, but I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope that you make some wreaths of your own. I would love for you to share those with me so I can see if you have any tips, any tricks that I don't know about that you would love to share. Please comment below and let me know what those are so I can perfect or do better with my wreaths. Have a little secret to tell you though. This was my first time working with Deco Mesh, and it was my first time making a wreath. I've always wanted to make one, and I've always wanted to make wreaths like this because I think they're really cute. And today I finally did, with your guidance, with your support. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I hope that you will create your own wreaths and really get into it. I will say Deco Mesh is something that takes some practice and takes some patience to be able to create with, but it was definitely fun, and I am definitely going to make more wreaths. Easter's right around the corner. You never know, right? Until next time, remember, keep crafting your best life.